effective immediately. I am banning.
Possible that's what you said.
No, would never say that. Like, there's no place for that in our league. Wouldn't say that.
So even though you can't remember, you know that was not what you said.
I know it wasn't that because I wouldn't use that type of language.
Okay. Sentiments of this kind are contrary to the principles of inclusion and respect that form the foundation of our diverse, multicultural, and multi-ethnic league.
Brittney Griner just crossed a line no one thought she would. She's been fired by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver after unleashing one of the most disgraceful meltdowns women's basketball has ever seen. On live TV in front of millions, Griner stormed off the court while hurling a shocking insult at Caitlin Clark, calling her a trash white girl. This wasn't competitive fire. It wasn't trash talk. It was pure hate. And this time, the league couldn't sweep it under the rug.
Brittney Griner appeared to call Caitlin Clark trash and effing white girl.
The fallout was immediate. Social media exploded like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Fans were outraged. And after months of silence, the NBA finally stepped in. Adam Silver dropped the hammer. No fine, no suspension. Just straight-up termination. Fired. The message was clear. The double standards in the WNBA might slide, but in the NBA's house, no chance. Do you stand with Caitlin Clark? Let us know in the comments.
We have heard nothing from the WNBA. Absolutely nothing.
Brittney Griner elbowing Caitlin Clark in a crazy way and then calling her a trash white girl.
And Brittney Griner has not commented, which I find significant. I've watched that video countless times, and it sure looks like Brittney Griner says, white girl.
The WNBA should investigate Brittney Griner's seemingly uttering profanities about white girl.
Fans have been waiting for accountability. For 2 straight seasons, Caitlin Clark has taken hits, shoved into scorers' tables, tripped on drives, elbowed in the jaw, and slapped with technical fouls just for showing emotion. Not because she plays dirty, but because she dominates. And in a league that preaches equality and no place for hate, too many have been fine targeting her for who she is, not just how she plays. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's earned respect.
She's the Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting.
Caitlin Clark is an absolute all-star. She is the Michael Jordan of this. This is the girl that girls have been waiting for forever.
Caitlin Clark is a rising star in women's basketball. She's pulling in crazy viewership numbers.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP. She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
She's my role model. I really look up to her.
Why do you like Caitlin?
And she's so good at basketball.
Because she's that awesome person and she has like a lot of aura.
So when a so-called veteran like Griner looked into the cameras and spat out venom, it wasn't just trash talk. It was the boiling point. The clip went viral instantly, faster than one of Clark's logo threes. Nobody had to lip read. Everyone saw it. Everyone heard it. And everyone knew it wasn't banter. It was personal. It was ugly.
Who I can't stand. Sad that she's a Baylor grad.
Yeah,
she called her a trash expletive white girl. That was the lip reading. Yes, trash white girl. Trash. Blanking white girl. Is what.
And yet, silence. The WNBA said nothing. No fine. No warning. No press statement. Nothing. That silence was louder than a missed free throw in a packed arena. Fans weren't buying it. They demanded answers. Why was the league ignoring what was caught in crystal clear footage? Why was Griner being protected in ways no other player would ever be?
Is the WNBA okay with one of its players saying white girl on the bench and getting caught by TV cameras saying such? I guess they are. I guess they're okay with it. Obviously, the league would very much not be okay with a white player saying black girl on the bench in anger and getting caught by TV cameras. That would be an immediate suspension, if not a career ender for said white girl.
Let's be real. Flip the script. If Caitlin Clark had walked off muttering trash black girl, she wouldn't just face a fine. She wouldn't just face a suspension. She'd be crucified in the media, destroyed in 24-hour news cycles, and maybe even banned from the game. Her career would be over before it truly began. But Griner? Crickets, until Adam Silver stepped in.
But it is completely possible that White Girl was about Caitlin Clark's popularity, about her stature, about her impact on the entire league.
She has been abused repeatedly. We have shown you videos, just getting elbowed, getting crushed, inbound passes where they ram into her, just absolutely abused. And there clearly is a racial element to it.
That's why fans are furious. It's not just what Griner said, it's the hypocrisy. They remember how the WNBA rushed to investigate Indiana Fever fans over vague and proven heckling allegations. They remember how Clark got fined for a playful Instagram joke about referees. Yet here, with crystal clear video of Griner hurling a racial insult, the league clammed up. The double standard couldn't be more obvious if it was plastered on a billboard.
The WNBA has come out numerous times. There's no place for hate. There's no place for racism. The league would not be okay with a white player saying effing black.
And Clark? She didn't even need to respond. Her career has been the response. She's filled arenas, smashed TV ratings, and pulled millions of new fans into women's basketball. She's made more history in 2 seasons than some players do in a decade. And for that, she's become a lightning rod. Angel Reese even joined in, reposting a meme mocking Clark as a white girl running from a fade. The hate wasn't just tolerated, it was celebrated.
Let's see an investigation into reverse racism that's going on across the league also. Griner referring quite clearly, I believe, to Caitlin Clark and a white referee as, quote, trash ass white girl.
But then came the instant karma. Fans refused to let this slide. They flooded social media demanding accountability. If the WNBA wouldn't act, then Adam Silver would. And to his credit, he did. The NBA made the call the WNBA refused to make. Griner's behavior? Unacceptable. Her time was up.
If you are a straight white woman in the WNBA, there is no way that you feel completely safe.
The noise that's coming. I don't appreciate the new fans that sit there and yell racial slurs at myself, my teammates, and the people that I play against. Because yeah, those might be opponents, but those are friends too. You know, they don't deserve that. So I don't appreciate the new fans. I think it's okay to do that.
And honestly, it's poetic. The very player who tried to tear Caitlin Clark down ended up tearing herself down instead. Not because of Clark, but because of her own words and her own actions. Brittney Griner tried to embarrass Caitlin Clark. Instead, she embarrassed herself and got booted by the most powerful commissioner in basketball.
Image that she reposted. And the implication is, what it says at the top is white, this is how they say girl, G-Y, white gal, G-Y-A-L, running from the fade, like as if Caitlin Clark is basically a...
And meanwhile, the hits keep stacking up against Clark, literally. She's been shoved mid-play, smacked in the face, and treated like a crash test dummy, while every hard foul against her is celebrated like a trophy. Through it all, she never retaliates. No cheap shots, no tantrums, just pure basketball brilliance. If toughness were currency, Caitlin Clark would already own the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark got roughed up repeatedly by defenders throughout her rookie year last year. It was tempted bullying, trying to break her spirit, intimidate her, put her in her place, get even with her for all the attention she was getting.
Every time Clark gets hacked, shoved, or mocked, she's expected to smile for the cameras and take the high road. Meanwhile, the same media that should be defending her cheers for the players antagonizing her. The message is clear. Some stars get free pass, while Clark gets a target on her back. And the league? They sell slogans about growing the game, while letting the abuse of their biggest stars shrink it.
She accused the Indiana Fever fan base of being racist. They investigated it. They said those accusations were false. The least that she could do is apologize to our great state and the fans that show up at these games and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Obviously, she's not going to do that. But also, Dan, why isn't the Indiana Fever apologizing to their own fan base for putting them through that, for going through those types of accusations?
Casual fans see it. Millions of new viewers tuning in for Clark Watch in disbelief as she's shoved, mocked, and now insulted with racial slurs. With zero accountability from the league, fans came to see greatness. Instead, they see pettiness, bias, and silence. And when fans feel like their favorite player isn't protected, they turn the channel. The WNBA spent decades begging for an audience. Now they're driving it away.
He stated in part, obviously, the league would not be okay with a white player saying effing black girl on the bench in anger.
So here's the real question. Why is Caitlin Clark held to impossible standards while others skate by? Why is a racial insult against her brushed off like a missed layup when the reverse scenario would burn the league to the ground? That's the hypocrisy driving fans insane. And unless the WNBA wakes up, the fans will do what the refs never do. Make the tough call and walk away.
WNBA without Caitlin Clark remains an attraction that not many people want to watch. Without Caitlin Clark,
is going to massively affect the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is the closest thing that they have to quality play. Caitlin Clark, the Caitlin Clark effect is very real. She is the most valuable player in the league.
But just when you thought Griner's meltdown was the peak of the drama, the internet cranked the volume. Old controversies resurfaced. Rumors exploded. Suddenly, Griner was trending for reasons far beyond basketball. Posts, clips, and whispers reignited speculation that's been circling for years. And once again, Clark got dragged into the storm, just for existing, as a player everyone watches.
Flaggy, Brittney, let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the fuck, get the hell out of here, yo. Yo. Jab stepping, it's the brick. Swing and a miss.
Oh!
Yo, I ain't gonna fake it right now.
That this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Brittney's personal Instagram.
To be clear, this isn't about conspiracies. This is about what's already out there on social media. A topless Instagram story from Griner resurfaced, showing a flat chest that fueled questions about her identity. Combined with her physical frame, deep voice, and style of play, fans started asking if the league has been hiding something massive.
That this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Brittney's personal Instagram. And when it comes to Instagram, they use a combination of like AI detection and plus manual surveyors, but specifically the AI detection to make sure that no explicit content ends up on the platform. So clearly whatever AI detection system was used when Brittney posted this and it stayed up for 106 weeks was not like, oh, this is a bare female chest, we have to take this down. It obviously assumed that Brittney was male.
Some viral posts even claimed Griner was assigned female on paper by her mother and has lived in the gray area ever since. Is it true? Nobody knows. But here's the issue. The WNBA has never once addressed these rumors, never clarified, never reassured female athletes competing against her that the playing field is level. So when Griner slams into Caitlin Clark like a linebacker, people ask, is this unsportsmanlike or fundamentally unfair?
A weird case. He's a man, yes, that much is obvious, but not in the way that you think. He isn't trans. He's a straight cis male who was raised as a girl and given a girl's name by his parents. His mother is the insane one. She forced him to live as a female right up through high school, filled out all of his paperwork, including BC as female, and kept the charade going.
Because fairness matters. Safety matters. Inclusion doesn't mean ignoring competition standards. And if even a shred of these rumors are true, then the WNBA could be sitting on the biggest scandal in modern sports. Female athletes, Caitlin Clark especially, deserve transparency, protection, and respect, not silence from a commissioner more focused on politics than protecting her league.
Brittney Griner comes out and says, I am so sick and tired of the WNBA. It used to be a peaceful, small little thing. Now there's crowds screaming, hollering. This is disruptive. It's not allowing us to play the game. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there watching on purpose. It's very disruptive.
And let's not forget Griner's international baggage. She wasn't just a WNBA headline. She was a global one. Arrested in Russia for carrying illegal substances, then swapped for one of the most dangerous arms dealers in the world. That's not just a sports controversy. That's a geopolitical earthquake. Yet here she is, protected by the league, while Caitlin Clark can't even get a fair whistle.
WNBA crew are very fond of virtue signaling, but even when it comes to Brittney's exchange for like the Merchant of Death, which is insane, by the way, but had that been just like a straight white girl, my guess is that straight white girl would probably still be rotting in a Russian prison.
So fans are right to be furious. How can a league bend over backwards for a player with this much baggage while ignoring the one athlete saving the sport? The double standard couldn't be more obvious. And when Griner crossed the line with her insult at Clark, it wasn't WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert who acted. It was Adam Silver. The NBA made the call the WNBA refused to.
Brittney was male and therefore being topless on the platform was totally fine. It did not constitute as nudity. Now, some people may speculate, okay, well, is Brittney trans?
That's why this story stings so much. It's not just Clark versus Griner. It's about what kind of league the WNBA wants to be. Do they want to be respected like other professional leagues? Or do they want to keep running a circus where accountability only applies to some players, while the stars actually growing the game get hung out to dry? Fans aren't stupid. They know who fills arenas. They know Caitlin Clark is the reason women's basketball is booming, and they know the league is failing her.
Caitlin Clark is a rising star in women's basketball. She's pulling in crazy viewership numbers.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. So happy, I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
The jerseys, the number 22, the various styles, whether it's a T-shirt with 22, whether it's an Iowa jersey, whether it's a Fever jersey, a throwback, I mean, whatever. The amount of people in yellow 22 apparel is stunning.
Meanwhile, Clark just keeps doing what she does best, playing the game at a level that demands respect, whether she gets it or not. She came to elevate the WNBA, to make it bigger and more relevant than ever. Instead of celebrating her, the league has let her be shoved, mocked, insulted, and ignored. But you know who hasn't ignored her? The fans. They see it, they feel it, and they're rallying louder than ever.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball. Period.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it. And
she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
Just have nothing but great things to say about who she is as a person. Just so welcoming and so warm as an individual that she can have a conversation with anybody. She's cut from the same cloth as me in that regard. You know what? Us Midwesterners, we tend to just, accept everybody with open arms. She was so kind to my family and everyone in the suite when she came to KC. So huge fans of Caitlin Clark.
It is a mad situation just all around when it comes to Caitlin.
And if the WNBA won't take action, then it's on the fans to send a message. Comment, I stand with CC, if you're tired of the hypocrisy. Because here's the truth. If the league doesn't protect Caitlin Clark, it's not just failing her. It's failing its own future. Thanks to Adam Silver's move, the world now knows what accountability looks like. Instant karma finally caught up to Brittney Griner. The only question left is, will the WNBA clean up its own mess or stay stuck in the shadows of the sport Caitlin Clark is trying to save?